let's do an Art Basel recap. What was like? Look, okay. True. Yes, I was arrested first night after I met Conan at the airport. Some of you may have saw that. I walked outside. I don't know. I just got in the wrong car. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. I ended up getting arrested, and then all of a sudden, everything was fine. They found out who I was. I have no criminal record, and then my week started, which was on an uplift, and I was there for like 7 or 8 days. I had my whole place to myself. It was a 3-bedroom, suite. It was kind of a mansion, and
you stayed at the Cypherpunk house, right?
I stayed near Art Basel, and then my buddy Rosenbaum showed up a few days later, and it couldn't have been the best time. He's from Art Blocks, and he's just a fucking OG, and I'm glad he was there. But like, I had a great time, dude. I met people like from like the bear marketers from Solana, Chainsy, fucking Birkin bags who drew 500 of the green eye OMBs.
Yep.
I hung out with Hodl Solana. I fucking bummed a cigarette. I don't even smoke, but I bummed a cigarette from this dude at the Gamma party. And later on, we were talking. I go, oh, it's Tony, the artist from OMB. Next thing you know, we connect on some past issues that we both identify with, and I loved his story. We talked about parenting, and because I have a child, he has children.
Yeah, I want to give a great shout out to just like all of the people that were there, right? Like,
go ahead, bro.
Like Tony, like Witters that did the mural, like all the Ordinal MFers that were sort of showing up. You had Violetta that was singing songs. You had, of course, all the Gamma artists that were sort of showcased as a part of their whole event. Like, everyone really showed up. Like, just all the people I've seen for the past 6-7 months, like, there.
They really did. Fucking Nikib
showed up and showed out.
Nikib flew from fucking Singapore, 27 hours, was there 2 days, came right the fuck back, and took like Ordinali and Danny Huepo and non-fungible Jan and like 15 others, and they did something in Thailand or something like that. Taiwan. Excuse me, guys. Taiwan on. So listen, one of my favorite moments is when Brain Pasta, who hasn't left Michigan in a while, and he used to come here all the time, he was on the floor and he met Bunzy, and they were doing art together on the fucking floor at a party. And I was like, dude, this is what it's all about. But what about your experience, man? Because to me, I hung out with Leap for a second, and I said, Leap, you got to meet Butoshi. I said, Butoshi wants to meet Frank D. Gods. And Butoshi, to me, is the Frank D. Gods of the Ordinal space. He's 21. He's full of, he's sub 10K project, and he's open door, and he's ready to learn, and he's ready to crush it, and he's already been crushing it. I'm like, that's going to happen. He wants you on the space, and I think people need to hear that. People need to hear our voices on cross chains, because we're just fucking people. So tell me about your experience at Art Basel.
Oh my God, dude, Miami. Oh, Art Basel was such a cook. First time being 21 in Miami. So like, go through the business. Were you guys able to pull up like the conference pictures or whatever? I don't know. I was a speaker.
Please be naked and please be naked pictures and incriminating.
So I spoke. So at the Ordinals conference, which is on the 7th, it was first off the second main Ordinals focused event that we've had only in 10 months. The first one was in Amsterdam. This was the first one in the US. So I was fucking sick. I was a moderator for Chris, who ran Console DAO, so that was sick. That was like my first time moderating a panel. Everyone said I did good. Chris said I did really good as an MC. I was like, you're the first person I ever MC'd, and he was like, wow. And then 2 hours later, we had the main conference panel, which was the community one with Owl, our inscribed Pepe god, Ragsy, a dope-ass artist, and our Ico Queen Zero. And I moderated that. And in the email, they told me, just pretend like you're on the Ordinals Are Dead show. That's exactly what I did. They said we had the most hype and the most fun panel. So we killed it. That was my biggest thing this trip. And then the next couple of days, went to the Rug Radio Mansion. And I did get to meet Leap. And Leap actually knew who I was. He like saw my profile. He like,
cause of me, bitch. Cause of me. No, I'm kidding.
But it was cool. I got to like talk to, because Leap is one of my most favorite. Like, I got to meet I already met Thread Guy here, IRL Alpha, but he's one of my most favorite influencers. Leap is literally my favorite Spaces host. Like, he's just a chill ass motherfucker. And it was cool getting to meet him. And we just talked. I showed him like booze and the project and AI things and Ordinals. He was like, come on the space whenever you want. And I was like, that hit my heart hard. I really appreciated that. So I definitely want to do that. And then the rest of Miami was a cook. Oh, hold on. Buckets OD Labs party. Ooh. That shit was so hard. Look, I literally went to John's Summit at the nightclub the night prior. Oh. Straight ass, bro. I couldn't even dance.
What?
OD Labs, first 30 minutes, I walk in, DJ's going hard as fuck. So we're just killing it all night. I think they got me on the clips, and then we had Trippy Labs the next day.
Oh my God, Buckets kills it.
Buckets murdered it, bro.
Buckets is like a young old man, dude. The guy is just focused. He's not much of a joke teller. He's just there to crush it. You know, he's got OD Labs, a very big XR company, a lot of people working with him. They haven't taken any VC funding through big parties, and I just like that we were just seeing people there and not going, oh, they're on that chain. Like, who gives a fuck about the chain? I mean, certainly we care here and there, of course, but like I was there to meet people, and if some people got orange pilled, sure, but like, you know, meeting the Solana MFers, you know, I come from that area as well. Like these young kids wanted to meet me, and I fucking just love meeting everybody. I'm like, dude, like I like meeting people and don't even know what they do, because then you find out after, like, oh, I met you before, and that's when it was real. Right? All the other stuff, that clout shit, I'm not even into. You know, so I love that.
What surprised you the most about the whole conference?
What surprised me most?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
All I got to say is that I wish Art Basel was like Marfa. It's too fucking spread out. You got to herd fucking cats. So trying to get you and 15 others to go, guys, are we going yet? It just takes forever. Yeah. You're fucking tired. But by the time you get there, it's an hour away, you know, and then that event's over, and then you got to go over there. And I don't like that.
Yeah,
Marfa's self-contained. You can get to everything. But so I'm definitely going to Marfa. But I don't know. I just generally, one of my favorite moments was watching Overlord buy 2 fucking Bitcoin booze right on the fucking boardwalk outside of Scope. He bought one from your sub 10K, and he bought from the second collection, and right there in front of us on his phone.
Overlord, you're the fucking no, because it's
legendary.
Like that's how a majority of booth sales happen in person. Like I go to in-person event, like with Big God. I just talked to Big God or fucking Rosenbaum in the back. I just talked to them about like my booth vision, like what I want to do with AI, the project, history, lore, and then they go,
IRL is the alpha.
What's your floor price?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. I'll tell you what my floor price is. Here's the Magic Eden link, and then they buy it live, and I record it, and it's just fun. But yeah, Overlord, we just met him at the boardwalk. I actually met him first in Amsterdam. He remembered me. He remembered the boot team, and we just talked. And I talked to him more about like booze and inscriptions and AI. And I said we're sub 10K. He was like, "You're sub 10K?" Ooh. And he just like literally bought it on the spot. And I was like,
yeah, I saw Bitcoin coming out of his fucking phone buying your shit. Okay,
did you ordinal pill any MFers?
I ordered a pill. So many motherfuckers.
No, but okay.
What?
You did?
Wait,
Yeah.
Troy, you didn't?
Dude, I don't have to, man. I got gray hair. People look at me. They're like, that guy.
What was the point of going out there?
That
then?
guy's as old as the Bitcoin chain. He's like, I'm gonna hang out with that guy, that gray-haired motherfucker. So listen, two things that stuck out to me. You said what surprises me.
Yeah.
When I saw you, motherfucker. When you got to the Gamma party, I didn't see you yet. It was the beginning of the week, and I'm talking to some people, and I'm looking over, and I'm like, look at this big motherfucker. He's got some shorts on that are like sweatpants shorts and a holy shirt, and he's so relaxed, and he's just like a cherub of a guy. You know, we've known each other for a while. And I'm like, that motherfucker is punk rock. And I go, dude, what are you wearing? He goes, dude, I couldn't get my hotel. I couldn't get access, so these are the clothes I had. I go, dude, you don't know how great that looks. Like, you're not even trying. You don't give a fuck. You've just like blurred lines, and I'm loving that, right? My other second thing, I watched somebody trying to orange pill somebody, and that was Eloc. Eloc wasn't really trying to onboard somebody, but we were at the Gamma party, and we were talking about Amsterdam with this really tall dude who didn't speak the language, and who comes to IRL, and Eloc was just not saying who he was. And Eloc is just really like kind of like chill and kind of like talks like this, kind of whatever.
Wait, he low-key got his voice perfect.
Yeah,
like,
so and he's just kind of, you know, whatever. But he's a genius. He's a core contributor to the Ordinal, blockchain or the protocol. And he's talking about a 10-minute story about how ordinals work, but it's not pushy. And this tall guy goes at the end, he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Eloc just changed subjects and didn't even care. Then I went outside with my friend who he was trying to like onboard or orange pill. And the guy, I said, dude, you don't even know who you were just talking to. You're talking to Eloc. This guy, he's like one of the top contributors to the protocol. And I told Eloc later on at the Cypherpunk house, I go, dude, as a filmmaker, because I know he was a videographer for 10 years. I go, dude, as a filmmaker, I just saw that as a documentary like piece of footage that only I got to see. And he still didn't go, okay. I go, Eloc, you don't fucking understand, man. Like, it's important to me that you did it that way.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even shill, man. You just talk about what you do.
Yep.
And without even calling yourself out. So those are my two favorite moments of like watching somebody being orange pilled and then watching you with your holy shirts. Okay, that's all I got to say about that.
Man, I think I had a lot of fun just focused on, ordinal pilling and MFers. I only had one hater, though.
Who?
I only had one hater. I'm actually not going to call out his name because I think he's actually a pretty cool dude and he was probably pretty intoxicated. But he has like a ton of punks. And we were talking for a bit, and then like got through the punk talk, like he was of course stroking his own thingy, and I wanted to end before he left. I'm like, what do you think about Ordinals? And he was basically just like, fuck Ordinals, I don't like Ordinals, and that was really it. And he left, and it wasn't like I don't like Ordinals because of this or that. It was just like I got my punks, I'm chilling,
Oh, I mean, I guess if I had a bunch of punks, I wouldn't care either, But like
Blue,
that was it.
well,
like that was
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say like I didn't have any haters, but Blue Toshi, my co-founder, we were at the Rug Radio Mansion party. He said that there was this guy wearing a Bitcoin shirt, and he walked up to him and he like wanted to talk about Ordinals, and the guy just said, "Fuck off, I hate Ordinals." and then like kind of try like it was just like, wow, that was the first interaction I had, and they just told me to fuck off. I was like, it's okay.
No, I mean, listen, I think the majority of people we all talk to about Ordinals are very interested. Right? They've seen what's been happening over the past 10 to 11 months. They just don't know where the fuck to start. And the Ordinals Are Dead show is a great start.
Yes, and we're getting, yes, it is a great start. Even Bunzy said so. Bunzy, this fucking OG.
This bullet of a man.
He fucking took the time to tweet about us, and he took the time to talk to me about it. He goes, dude, dude, you're a genius. And you put your ego aside and you're talking about our show. Like, listen, it wasn't my lifelong dream to do this show, but it's my lifelong dream to keep building and introducing people that don't know each other to each other. And I want to do this as an entertainer. We're trying to entertain and make it sort of easy and fun for people to understand some of the stuff that we're talking about. So, like, I don't know, does the name Ordinals, is it like, I always say this all the time when people hear about vegan, it's like a kind of an ugly word because it has nothing to do with meat.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, is ordinal an ugly word? Because I don't look at it that way, but I'm wondering.
Maybe some do, but I don't know. Like, do you, during that whole event though, like, did you like any other chains? Did you meet a lot of people from other chains?
Like I said, I met the Bear Marketer team.
They're really cool.
I met the Bear Marketer team, which makes me want, like, I already wanted to buy one a month ago, but the fact that they wanted to meet me, I was like, dude, I want to get one now.
They're coming to Bitcoin, by the way. You knew that, right? I have a Bitcoin Bear Marketer.
Yes. Okay, so one of my favorite people that I met was Hodl Solana. Hodl Solana, I'm going to tag you later if you're not watching. I'm going to tell you because I'm going to talk about you. I got invited to Tony's art studio, and I went with Rosenbaum because Rosenbaum was with me when I met Tony, and he loved Rosenbaum too, so he invited us, and I made sure I didn't go out late that night because I wanted to respect this guy like I would respect you or you to go meet you in the morning. So we got there, it was 15 miles away, and fucking Hodl Solana was there, and Sapo was there, and I got to meet him, and a bunch of others started showing up. We were the first two there, but Hodl Solana does so many things, but he is most known right now in the past couple of months for making and remixing that song when Morph went on Leap Space and said, OMB,
I don't recognize it.
I don't recognize it.
That was a tough ass remix.
And he cut it up, and I go, dude, you're him? Dude, I said, dude, I made a song and did that because I was inspired by your shit. He goes, no way. He goes, I love that. I go, dude, it was just like, that's what I like.
Organic.
So, but yeah, I heard some AVAX motherfuckers were there too, and and that shit's popping off, but we're not talking about that right now.
I got real interested. I really like what Rug Radio and Decrypt are doing.
Yeah, talk about that because I missed the Pepe Basel because we went out to Trippy Labs the night before, and that was impromptu, and man, there was thousands of people in a 7 to 8 acre fucking farm, outdoor techno, girls, guys everywhere. And I was like, dude, me, you, and 3 others were just like in a circle looking at each other, just enjoying our company. And it was great not to talk about Web3 and onboarding, but I was like, dude, in a year or 2 from now, if these are all Ordinal MFers or just Web3 MFers partying like this, we're not, the whole crowd is all fucking men, dude, we have hit it. We were in the right spot.
Totally.
Where it's just hitting the world on an even kind of like, fractionalized, sharing space. Like that's what I was thinking about.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't there to get girls or anything like that, although they were very attractive, but because I was just like, damn, we are in a special place. But it was so late, I fucking had to sleep in, and I missed Fake Basil because I wanted to see my friend Rare Skrilla, and I heard it was a fucking great event. So tell me about it.
Not just Rug Radio, like they're doing really cool media stuff. It was just sick to see. I think they're all coming together with Decrypt to do decentralized media.
Did they ask you to work with? Did they ask you to work with them?
No, they're like doing their own thing. But
Man,
it was
fuck
just cool.
them, dude.
It was cool to see.
Fuck Rug Radio. Fucking with Boo? You kidding me?
IRL Alpha is the alpha, man. IRL Alpha is the alpha.